We'll see after we'll see you. Former video, on the former video. With a hair on my lip, girl. What it do, though? What it do, though?
It's Nicki Minaj.
Okay, let's get started one more time. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, you know what this video is going to be already about. I actually posted this picture on my Instagram a few days ago and you guys went a little cray on me. So I knew I had to recreate this look for you guys because I definitely got a lot of requests to recreate this look on my social media. And yeah, I'm gonna do it for you guys. So typically when I first did this look, it was actually a long time ago, and I used 3 MAC lipsticks and a gloss, and I believe two out of the 3 lipsticks were actually limited edition, so I had to kind of recreate a cocktail for you guys, and I think I got it pretty spot on because I kept comparing the picture to my lips and I was like, yeah, this is definitely gonna work. So I'm really excited to do this video for you guys. It's so easy, it's super simple. This is actually going to be a talk through. It's gonna be my second talk through, so I don't know how I did, so we'll kind of see after the talk through. I'm hoping that I got somewhat of a good footage, but this is the actual look. It's just gonna be a lot of lash and bold lip. It's pretty subtle on the eyes. I didn't use a lot of bronzer. I used more of blush, so yeah, I don't want this intro to be too long. I will go ahead and get started on this tutorial. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, so we're gonna try to do this talk through. I have no makeup on. Yes, I have dark circles. I'm well aware of that. This is an old picture that I did post. I hope this is in focus. And you guys loved it, so I decided I'm gonna recreate this look. It's extremely simple to do, so yeah, let's do it. I'm definitely a little bit more tan than this picture, for sure. But I recreated it and I actually found a very good lip combo to do with. Instead of jabbering and having a long talk through, we'll go ahead and get started. First things first, I'm going to spray my face with the Mario Badesco. I can never pronounce it, but the spray is amazeballs. Personally, this is $7 by the way at Ulta. I didn't care about it at first because of the scent. It smells like rose, which I'm not a huge fan of, but now I'm obsessed with it. It's amazing. Next thing we're gonna do is definitely moisturize our face, and this is the Pearlie's moisturizer. This is for good for sensitive skin, and this is for normal to dry. However, you can pretty much use it if you're oily because it's amazeballs. I noticed particularly with this moisturizer, sorry, I just looked at my lens and it looks like there's some dust on it. My skin started actually clearing up because I'm definitely very acne prone, so I break out really easily, and I love this moisturizer, and I found it through the M.A.C bag subscription. So yeah, if you haven't tried it, I recommend it, and it's cheaper on Amazon than it is on their website. So moisturize, good to go. Now, I've been doing this step first, which is very odd, but I'm just doing it. I'm actually going to use the Inglot concealer in number 21. That is what the concealer looks like. And I'm going to pair it up with my Prolong concealer in NW30. I'm just going to use a dry beauty blender to conceal under my eyes and get away from the dark circles. So I'm currently just loving this way to conceal, and I kind of just spread it out through my face to use less foundation in just the areas that I am having any acne spots or scarring currently. I'm going to mix in my True Match foundation in W6 in Sun Beige, and my Revlon Color Stay in the color Natural Tan. Up close and personal. And I'm going to use this Coastal Scents foundation brush because currently I am loving this. It's really similar to the Sigma Flat Kabuki brush, except this is not as dense. It's a little bit more on the fluffier side, so I just like the flexibility of the bristles, how they're a little bit more flimsy. I'm really loving this foundation brush. It's pretty amazing. Now I'm just going to set my foundation using the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat powder, and I'm going to use a 130 brush from MAC just to kind of matte it down, and I like it. So now we're going to go ahead and do my brows. I'm going to go ahead and use the whitening lightening brow bar to go, just because I'm gonna actually color them in lightly typically than what I normally do, because since we're doing a very deep bold lip and I'm just mixing in both colors, so the dark and the light, I don't want to have super defined crazy brows. I need to do a brow tutorial because I feel like I'm pretty savvy when it comes to brows, and right now I'm not explaining it the best way possible. You guys, I really want to love this product, but I just don't think I love it. I think I'm so used to using Anastasia Dip Brow or M.A.C Fluid Line on my brows. I don't know. And even if I use M.A.C shadows on my brows, like, I love it. And this, it just takes a lot to kind of build up. For my eyes, I'm just going to use the Inglot concealer as a primer because I don't feel like using 50 million bajillion products. And pretty much just laying down a base for your eyeshadow. It's definitely going to adhere to the shadow, so the shadow is going to stick really well, and it's going to give it longevity throughout the day, so you'll get more staying power. It's going to give you a lot of pop of color when you're adding a primer also as well. I'm just going to grab a Sigma E40 blending brush. You guys know this is my favorite blending brush. I am going to use this color right here, which is a Prolong eyeshadow. I always forget the name, but I will have it linked down below. And I'm going to pop this color right onto the fold of my crease. So just pretty much right above to the fold of my crease. And we're going to keep it really simple on the eyes. Now I'm just going to use a M.A.C brush in the number 286. So it's just like this. It's a dual fiber brush. I love this brush. So it's this color right here. I think it's Quarry from M.A.C. Talk-throughs are just, I'm very brand new to them, so I'm probably gonna sound like I'm all over the place. So we're just gonna pop that shadow just like that into the fold, and I'm gonna do that on the other eye now. Okay. So I just picked up the E40 blending brush again, and I am just gonna go ahead and diffuse those colors in together so we don't have any harsh edges. And I'm going to use the E55 shader brush from Sigma. So now I'm going to use this color called Seedy Pearl, and this is all M.A.C shadows, and it's this color right here. So it's kind of like this pinkish, pearly, silverish color, and we're going to pop that right onto my lid and just pack it on there. This is so pretty. Like, you can even use this as a highlight on top of your cheeks. It's absolutely beautiful. And every time you turn, it's gonna pretty much reflect different types of colors on your eye. I'm just gonna keep using the Sigma brush again, and I am going to use the color right here, and this is Swiss Chocolate by M.A.C. And just on the tip of the brush, the flat tip of the brush, I'm gonna pop this right underneath my eyes. Like that. So I actually probably want something a little bit deeper, and I'm going to get a tighter brush. So I'm going to use a brush just like this, a really tight one. I'm going to use this color right here. It's called Sketch from M.A.C. And I'm going to pop this right into the outer corners, on the bottom of the outer corner of my eye, just to kind of smoke it out a little bit. And it's just going to meet the brown. So just like that. Alright. I haven't used like shimmer underneath my eyes in the longest time. I've been sticking more to matte, but I kind of just want to highlight this look a little bit. Do you like how my brow is coming off? Do you see that? Ugh! This is why I'm not feeling brow bar to go. And I love whitening lightening products, but their brow thing is just not my jam. I'm going to use my Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara because you already know, if you watch my channel, that this is my favorite. I'm not going to use any eyeliner on my top lids because it's just going to be pretty much just lash. I'm going to set my concealer because I almost forgot to do that, and I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Sculpting Kit, and this is in the number 2, so I'm just going to use it with a F35 Sigma brush, so that's what it looks like. And I love this brush to set underneath just because it gets this little corner in the area perfectly. Red cherry lashes, you guys know, are my favorite, and I think that's what I actually use in the picture. These are what the red cherry lashes look like, just like that. They're very, very, very wispy, so I'm gonna pop that on and then be right back. I'm gonna tightline underneath my eyes with the Lord and Berry, and I got this from my Ipsy bag this month, and I'm just gonna tightline this underneath my lash line. So I'm gonna just lift this up and then tightline. If you look away, it's a little bit easier for you to tightline that way, because sometimes people's eyes shut. So those are the eyes. Very, very, very simple. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use a angled brush, and this is from the Coastal Scents, literally favorite contouring brush in the whole wide world. And I'm going to use this the sculpting powder right here. So we're just going to keep it closest to the hairline. Like contour. Girl, you know we need to contour that face, Bobo. Contour right in the hairline, up at the top. And then we're going to contour the nose. Just using the same brush to contour the nose. And that looks really intense on camera. Oh, if this ever happens to you, grab some powder or some leftover foundation on your foundation brush if you have more of a stippling brush. And blend those out. Also from my Ipsy bag, it is a Coastal Scents Cheek Duo. And it's a sample, so this is what it looks like. It has kind of like a bronzing shade. However, this isn't really bronzing, it's more of a peachy shade. I'm going to mix the pink and the bronzy or the peachy shade together and use that more onto the apples of my cheeks. This blush, I was very, very surprised. I was very surprised how much color payoff it had to it. So I really, 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 really like it. Now for the main event. For the lips, I'm going to go ahead and use 3 products. Currant lip liner from M.A.C, which is a wine tone, and I'm going to use this color called Heroine, which is this right here. Sorry, I obviously played with it and I mixed it up. And I'm going to use Gerard Cosmetics lip gloss, and this is in Wild Orchid, to top it off because I did have more of a glossy effect with my lips. Doing the lips, I will tell you this, it is literally a hit and miss. My lips aren't perfect all the time when I line them out. It's just seriously out of luck, but I'll kind of give you some pointers putting on some lips because I know it can be a little bit difficult. So I like to start from the bottom of the lip and kind of curve. And the one thing I do is I don't have the pencil pointed, I have it slanted down, and I kind of fade the color in, so I deepen it up, build the color out. And then I start from the outer corner, just like that, and this outer corner here, and then I'll blend in the colors together. I'll connect it. So think about it like connect the dots. It's not going to be perfect at first, so you kind of got to keep going. I'm going to pick up a shading brush, a very small one, and go ahead and kind of try to perfect this liner. And for the Cupid's bow, I'm going to mark an X on my Cupid's bow, which is the curve of my lip. So if you smile, you're actually able to follow the curve of your lip line. So just kind of go like this. See that? You need it. So much more easier. Now I'm going to fill in my lips with the lip liner. So now we have our whole lip line filled, and I'm going to go back with that shady brush, I don't know why I'm calling it shady, that shader brush, and I'm going to blend the colors out. So you don't want any colors to be uneven on the lips. I'm going to add the Heroine lipstick on my lips. And the Heroine is a, honestly, it says matte, but it's more of a satin finish. So that is what that looks like. And to top it all off, we are going to use the Gerard Cosmetics lip gloss. So and now if you want to fix any edges outside of your lip line, you can use any concealer, any powder. I'm going to go ahead and just stick with some powder just because with concealer it can get a little bit tricky. So it takes some time, so don't be hard on yourself because this can be a little bit tricky. It takes a while to perfect, but trust me. This is the final look, very vampy, winter, like just exotic, bold, anything you could think of the type of look. I definitely would suggest wearing it on a night out. I am actually not scared to wear it out in the daytime. I think if you kind of, you know, dress it well, you can pull it off, and people like different, so they'll be like, hey girl, that look kind of good on you. Or you could just do it for photo purposes if you want, or just to kind of play. But I love this look. It's actually one of my favorite looks to wear in the winter time and in the fall time, so I hope you guys love this look as much as I did. I love you guys, and I will see you soon next time.